championship to kick off for Indianapolis.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A first down throw from Mayfield. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really get...
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
The start less than ideal as they already face a second and long. First carry for Nick Chubb. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a third and still about 12 to go.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Third down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. From the gun, Mayfield. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
38-yard line.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That's another.
How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
And the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll give it to Chubb. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might you go for it?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Quick throw here to Hilton. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here.
Complete.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. From the gun, Rivers. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
At the 40-yard line.
First down, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. First and goal from the 6. Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Parkey with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Taylor, the Colts ball carrier. He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Browns 7, Colts nothing.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. He'll get that one to Taylor complete. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. And there's also a flag to go with it. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Rivers to throw it. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Gain on the play.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Rivers now from the 50. He's got Jack Doyle. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts 1st down. Again, it's Rivers. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rivers. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
3rd and long for Rivers. And he's got his man Hilton. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st. On 1st and 10, Rivers. Oh, that was dangerous. Rivers threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10, eluding the pressure right. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete. Jarvis Landry, Pro Bowl wideout, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Going deep here for Landry. And that's caught inside the 35.
It's over. It's over. Let's dominate.
All the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Score Browns 14, Colts nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A throw out wide caught by Pascal. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Grabbed there by Zach Pascal, and he's one of those guys that often people forget are even on the roster, but when you look up at the end of the game, he's produced over 600 yards and 5 touchdowns in 2019.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
He's brought down
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Rivers throwing complete to Doyle, his tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, Rivers. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers looking deep downfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. There, this is picked up by the Browns.
Camera, action.
He's
Showtime,
at the
baby.
40, the 20, 10. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD.
Down Browns.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Rivers. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Stay there. Stay there. Block 11.
Operating from the gun. Rivers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Parkey adds the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, Rivers. And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
3rd and 14.
Now that sack leaves Rivers and the Colts with a 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Rivers. And almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Natson. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Flush to his right, and that is incomplete here.
Mayfield.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
He's checking. Crash. Hurry. Motion. Kings.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. This is caught inside the 15. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Hey, alert.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
We got 4. Pistol, pistol, pistol. SOS, 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 SOS.
Mayfield with it once more. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Rivers fires this into the flat, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
On the play. 1st down, Colts.
1st and 10, Taylor now. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Taylor. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
How about that run? Picks up a 1st down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Rivers on the money, complete. That catch good for only a couple.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the 30.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They run once more with Taylor. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
I know that on draft day, Jonathan Taylor was disappointed he didn't go in the first round, but when he heard his name called in the second round by the Indianapolis Colts, he had to be jumping up and down with excitement because of their big, strong, physical offensive line. And you put that with his downhill running style, and you've got a perfect combination, the perfect storm for a young guy coming into the league. 225 pounds, sub 4.4 at the combine. He's going to get plenty of opportunities to be a battering ram.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Pick up of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Take Green 80. Hey, ready. Black 15. That's a run. They're running it. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. You ain't got White. Ready. Stop.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down. To throw is Rivers. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
They'll run here with Taylor. And the Colts are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be second and goal now. Second and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 28-7 ball game.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. Second and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
From the gun, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Jamie Gillandale. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing again on second down. Rivers. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Third down.
That's out to the left and complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Rivers to Hilton there. First down, Indy.
Reception there by T.Y. Hilton, and he absolutely terrifies defenses when he gets downfield. Speed, shiftiness, excellent hands. 5 1,000-yard seasons in his career.
And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Rivers. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Mayfield to throw it. Being chased out left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Landry the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now a man back from a serious knee injury. It's Lamar Miller. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
4th down.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They'll run. It's Miller. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Quick throw here to Hilton. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. A gain of 6 there on first. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
On 2nd down and 4, Rivers. It got his man complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Zach Pascal, 92 yards. Then the Colts are able to cut into this lead.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands. Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the gun, Rivers. Over the middle, complete. That's Hines. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. From the gun, Rivers escaping the pressure right. Looking deep for Hilton. And that is incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it. Unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rivers. He's got the 1st. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns.
Oh, yeah.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. And that one off the mark. A little late with the throw. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland.
Gillen in punt formation for the Browns.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Still on his feet. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Operating from the gun, Rivers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 22, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone, and you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
To try again after the sack. Rivers, that's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rivers, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Today's
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And when you break it down, this was just a